What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Happy Halloween. I'm doing a spooky request, or at least I hope they are, because I did a little search filter and I'm just hoping that they're all spooky. This is requested by Purple Jeep. Great name. Silent Hill. My heaven. Well, I have done Silent Hill 4, 3, 2, but I have not done Silent Hill. So this is a somewhat debut. I do not know if this is Akira Yamaoka, so let me know. I've heard that name a lot every time I've done the Silent Hill stuff. They're highly regarded. But also, one of the songs, I think it was 2, Room of Angel. I love that song. That's like in one of my daily rotations. So not sure what to expect here. Hopefully it's spooky, and if not, then oh well. This is from the channel Russian Yulia. Let's get into it. My heaven. Yeah, I am dying to see what these comments say. Hold on. Fun fact, the dentist drill sound is the radio going insane over the presence of a godlike entity. It did sound like a dentist drill. Okay. Wow. I got PTSD from my April Fool's series of videos I did a year ago. So I will say this though. Now, I am not entirely sure, but as far as I know, Silent Hill is like a spooky series. I'm not sure if it's like a thriller horror or if it's like first person or, you know what I mean? But I know there's definitely like a vibe of spook. So, with that said, I tried to really picture where this would play. And I'm guessing the name, My Heaven, is probably like a play on words, you know, because that definitely sounded like not. It sounded more hellish. But I'm trying to picture in a place where that would be justified, and I can only think of something like pure silence, darkness, and then that coming out of nowhere. And then I can see that having like a really staggering big effect. And probably scary as hell, if that's the case. Anything other than that, I cannot really fathom where I would want to hear that. That was very bad as far as... I mean, obviously I'm checking out music, and musically that was like one of the worst that I've heard. But I don't think it's really meant to do that. I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. I'm not trying to like find positives. I just don't feel like that was meant to be really music per se. If anything, that was stretching the imagination of sound effects with some rhythm onto it, you know, with the little ta 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 ta. That was like the closest thing to music I think I caught in that. Otherwise, it just sounded like nails on a chalkboard and demonic screams, which again could work in this type of game. But musically, it's like not. I don't know. It wasn't pleasant, that's for sure. It was kind of bothering me the whole time. And you know, this is for the people that claim that I like everything, which, I mean, let's be real. Video game music as a whole is pretty cool. So it's kind of hard to mess that up. You know, most people can agree that, or that are fans of like this channel, know that video game music is cool. It's hard to find like your stinkers or like your really bad ones, and then every now and then you're gonna find some real like not good ones, and that's what kind of keeps the balance nicely. You know, they're rare, but they happen, and that was pretty bad. And what's even worse for me is the fact that everything else that I've heard from this game series has been super cool. You know, I was just praising Room of Angel and the one I heard from 4 and 3 as well. But I don't know, I feel like this is sort of like a curveball to me. Not like where maybe the requester was just trying to get like a certain reaction out of me. Who knows? But I think if this was in any other game besides Crazy Bus, I could just immediately like, no, stop. I almost stopped it. You know, but I will admit that was the first time I ever turned it down. I don't know if you guys saw, but I actually turned it down. I never turned it down. I always turned it up or just listened to it as normal. I actually had to turn it down because it was kind of like it was getting overbearing, where it just sounded like these warped screams that, you know, it just was. But you know, but as I'm thinking that, it just made me realize like this has to be some sort of intentional feeling. Obviously, you know, it has to be. I cannot see that in any other place or a reason as to why that was made. So the only thing I'll give it, and this is just an assumption, you know, I really tried to like put on my imagination cap, and I was like, okay, lights are off, playing a spooky game at night, it's really late, no one's here. And it's like pure darkness or whatever, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. That would be pretty effective in freaking you out, you know. So I'm kind of like emulating that feeling. I don't know if it exists though. So please let me know where this plays or why, because obviously musically that was just not it. There was barely anything I can call in that music, you know, and that's fine, but that was definitely one of the worst things I've heard on the channel, and it's something I don't say very often, but yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Musically, which again, this is what this channel is about. You know, it's the auditorium. So, did I even write anything down? Oh yeah, I wrote that it sounded like a feedback loop. Which, me as a guitarist and, you know, slash musician, that's one thing our ears are trained to not want to hear. I don't want to hear that. So combine that with how I felt of the song, and yeah, it was a little bizarre. So, and please tell me why it's called My Heaven. Like I said, I feel like this is like kind of a joke, but I don't know. I appreciate it regardless, you know, I'm not like angry or something. I just think it's funny that it's called that. And that was bizarre, dude. That was bad. Musically, again, I should say that. Anyways, thank you, Purple Jeep. Hey, it's spooky month though. I mean, it works, right? It works. I guess. You don't want to hear that during Christmas. Actually, I wouldn't want to hear that ever again, but if I were to hear that ever again, it would have to be around, you know, anywhere from October 31st, 12 a.m. to October 31st, 11:59 p.m. is the only time that's like somewhat acceptable, and only once. Anyways, Silent Hill, My Heaven. Please tell me who composed it, why it's called that, where does it play, what the hell was that, and that's it. So I definitely got spooked. Definitely, but I'm just being honest. One of the worst I've heard on the channel, like easy. There's not a lot of those, but that was one of them for sure. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Purple Jeep. Thanks everyone that you see here. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the Auditorium. Happy Halloween. Go cleanse your ears. Peace.